Hello Year 2, welcome to Guided Reading today. As you know, we follow a 3-day structure. Day 1 is when we learn our 5 new words. Sometimes you might know one of the words, but it's never a bad thing to have it reinforced to always cement words into our lexicon. What's a lexicon? It's just the vocabulary we know as people. Everyone's got a different lexicon. You will know words that I do not know, and I may know some words that you do not know. But you learning this vocabulary will help build our lexicon, and it will help us understand different texts as we read. Because we'll see these words maybe in the text we're looking at today, but in other texts. And when we see these words in other texts, we will know what the sentence means because we know the meaning of these words. Anyway, let me start by sharing my screen. The text we're going to be looking at today, you are familiar with. Why? Because the text we're looking at is the storm unicorn. You have learned actions for this, you have started writing about it, but let's use this non-chronological report and learn 5 words we may have not known from the text. So the first word is spiral. Spiral, spiral. And we can see spiral is a shape made up of curves, each one above or wider than the one before. And it's really hard to kind of define the word spiral. I found it hard. I had to look it up, even though I know what a spiral is, to be able to explain it is quite challenging, I thought. So the best thing to do really here is to show a picture. And we can see this shell is a spiral shape. Okay, look, it's getting wider and wider as we go around, okay? This continuous sort of swirl maybe might be a way of defining it. But it's a shape made up of curves, each one above or wider than the one before. And you can see the curve here is getting wider and wider on that shell. Our next word is limited. 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 There we go, limited. And what do I mean by limited? Well, I mean not much in amount. Not much in amount. For example, let me put it into a sentence to help explain it. Always a good thing to do, put words in sentences. Mr. Wernick has limited knowledge on Peru. What do I mean? I don't know much about the country of Peru. I have limited knowledge of it. Okay? Mr. Wernick only likes a limited flavour of ice creams. There's only a few ice creams I like to eat. There was a limited selection at the supermarket, and you can see here lots of things have been sold because there is a limited selection on the shelves. So limited just means not much in amount, not much in amount. Allergic, oh sorry, I said you said allergic. Allergic. When a substance or a food or maybe a material makes the body react in not a nice way. For example, as some of you in my class know, I am allergic to peanuts. If I eat a peanut, my body reacts in not a very nice way, and I might get a rash. I actually find it hard to breathe, which could be a bit scary, but I am allergic to peanuts. It's when your body, when your body reacts or fights back against a substance where it should be not a problem. Because a lot of you probably like eating maybe, I don't know, nuts. Maybe you're too young to eat nuts, I'm not too sure. Doubting that Mr. Wernick's own knowledge of children. But, you know, there might be things you might not like. Okay, some people are allergic to the pollen from grass and maybe from flowers. And you get something what you call is hay fever. And hay fever is an allergic reaction. It's your body reacting to something not in a nice way. And you can see this boy here has had a bit of an allergic reaction to something that's touched his arm. His body has reacted not in a nice way. So when we talk about storm unicorns being allergic to potatoes, it's that their bodies will react in a bad way to a potato. Glimpse, glimpse, glimpse. And what I mean by glimpse, it's a very quick or partial view. So, oh, did you see that meteor shoot across the sky? Yeah, but I only caught a glimpse of it. It was gone so quickly. Did you catch a glimpse of Mr. Wernick drinking his coffee? Yeah, it was only a glimpse because he drank it so quickly. He loves coffee. So glimpse is a very quick view of something. Or it can also mean sometimes a partial view. When you can't see the whole of something, you can only see a glimpse of it, a fraction of it. Okay? So glimpse, a very quick or partial view. And I couldn't find a picture for the word glimpse. Maybe I could have done a little part view of something on reflection. And the last word is claim. 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 And a claim is to make a statement normally without evidence. Normally you say something with nothing to back it up. Mr. Wernick says, I claim that putting a banana on your head helps you learn your times tables. I've made a statement, but I don't really have any evidence or research or proof that putting a banana on your head helps you learn your times tables, okay? But that's what a claim is. You might say, it's not a claim, I've researched this, okay? So a claim is to make a statement normally without evidence, okay? I think walking backwards while reading makes you read to a higher ability. That is a very silly claim, isn't it? Because there's no evidence to support that. If anything, it's more dangerous, so please never do that. Okay, if you're reading, sit still. Anyway, there are our words that were going to come up today in our text. We're now going to play jump in. We're now going to play jump in. Remember, I will leave a pause for you to jump in, but I will say the word again just to ensure we've said it correctly. So let's read our non-fiction text, our non-chronological report on storm unicorns. You do not need to do the actions, but if you want to join in with the odd action, of course you can. But focus on jump in, please. Storm unicorns. The storm unicorn is a type of unicorn that is very rare. Physical appearance. A storm unicorn has the body of a horse and a long horn. The horn is usually a spiral shape and it sticks out from the middle of its head. Most are a beautiful ebony color with flashes of gold and silver that look like lightning. As a storm unicorn moves, it sends out showers of tiny electric splinters. Well done. Habitats. Like the common unicorn, the storm unicorn lives in forests. They are very shy and therefore are not often seen. During the daytime, they sleep under bushes or curled up amongst ferns. At night, the storm unicorn emerges and, if you are lucky, can be seen by moonlit pools. They're easy to detect because they make a low rumbling sound as they breathe. I would like you now to read diet, a bit like control the game. Please read the paragraph or with the subheading and then the text about diet. Pause the video if you need to. Okay, my turn. Diet. Storm unicorns have a fairly limited diet. In the main, they live on leaves, grass, and other forms of vegetation. However, they can also be tempted with apples, and some have even been found to like to eat sugar lumps. Notice here too how I pause at the full stop. Okay, it allows the reader to know that I finished that sentence and I will now be moving on to talk about something else. And it also helps with the pace and allows me to breathe a little bit. If you find a storm unicorn, you must never, ever feed it potatoes as they are allergic to them and will make them seriously ill. Back to jump in. Fun facts. The last known sighting of a storm unicorn was in 1673 by a man called Dr. Dapper, who claimed that he saw one whilst walking in the woods, but he could not prove it. The most amazing thing about storm unicorns is that if you meet one, it can bring you great luck. For this reason, many people still hope to catch a glimpse of the most beautiful and fiery creature. Really well done. Okay. Hopefully you were able to play jump in with me there. It's a difficult text, but one we're learning and one I think we should be exposed to as well as doing the actions. Our activity is today is to link the new word, one of our new words, to its meaning. Use a rule and do this neatly, please. Remember, this does not need to be, you're not trying to create a pattern to make your teacher struggle to find where you've linked. We like to know you know what the words mean. So if I need to define what I mean by spiral, I would read down the list trying to find the answer. So is a spiral to make a statement normally without evidence? Don't think so. Is a spiral not much in amount? Don't think so. Spiral, when a substance makes the body react in not a nice way? No. Is it a shape made up of curves? Yeah, that's what a spiral is. It's a shape made up of curves. So I'm going to link that there with a ruler. And then I would do the next one, limited. What do I mean? Once you've done that, can you write a sentence or some sentences that contain the words? Now, remember, if the word is given to you, like they are here, you must spell them correctly. I don't want to see anybody spelling these words incorrectly because they're given to you. So what might my sentence be? Maybe I might say, I might show off. Supermarket had a limited selection. Had a limited selection, and unfortunately, Mr. Wernick was allergic to what was left. Full stop. I've used two of the words in one sentence. The supermarket had a limited selection and, unfortunately, Mr. Wernick was allergic to what was left. There we go. I've used two words in one sentence. Very impressed by myself there. Anyway, good luck with your worksheet. Try and use these new words in your own writings. Make sure you know what they mean when they come up in other texts, and spell them correctly if you are using them. See you later, guys. Adios.